Hello guys, thought I'd show you how I go about making a butt cap for a hidden tang knife. How it's done. If you do it right, well, there's no problem with the butt cap breaking off and everything. And so I wanted to show you how I go about doing that. The first thing that you do, I'm doing this knife here for Brian Griffin. Many of you probably know him. He does a lot of photography work and does wilderness education work, and so a lot of you are familiar with him. Well, he wanted one of these classic style knives, an S35VN, and I do this one. It's called the Trail Master, and it is a hidden tang knife. But I wanted to show you how I do it. The first thing that you do when you go to do a butt cap on one of these knives is that you have to get a hole. The way I do it is I drill a hole and thread it in the end of the tang before I heat treat the knife. And then after you get that done and you're ready and you round this off a little bit, the corners, well, you come and you take a piece of bar stock like this, which is this is brass. You can do them out of aluminum, you can do them out of stainless steel and copper, or nickel silver. And then you cut that off, and then you what I do then after I get this butt cap cut off of this is I take it and I measure where I want the hole that will go in there. Now your hole that goes down in there is going to mortise into this tang will mortise into it like that. So you're trying to fit that in there, but you don't want the hole to come all the way through. You want it about 3/8 of an inch deep into this half-inch piece of brass. Now the way I do that, if you'll back up a little here, I'll show you how I go about doing that. I come to this drill press, this milling machine, and I open it up and I put this in here like this, and I mill out that hole with this little mill bit right here. And it has a dial here where you can dial it in how deep you go and keep track of that, and also you've got it marked off so you know how far to go back and forth like this. Okay, and then after I get that hole milled out, well, then I have to drill a hole. Come here, I have to drill the hole on through for the screw that's going to go in there. And so I put it in this drill press like this, and I get it right in the right spot, and I drill that hole through there. And also, while I'm here, I also drill, like if you're going to have a lanyard hole through this, well, then you have to also drill that, and you clamp this down in there and get it just right, and then you drill that hole all the way through for your lanyard hole. And then you have to countersink this little hole right here. So I can't come over here and I countersink it on this little drill press right here, and you countersink it down with it running, and you make that little hole like that countersink in that hole. And then you can come here and put it on at like this, and then do your screw in there, and it'll just pull down. This one, he wanted stacked leather handle, so leather will be stacked in here on this handle with a couple of spacers, and then I'll just I'll put epoxy all in here in between that leather and down in here, and I'll put epoxy in here, and I'll tighten all of that down with this screw. And that way it tightens it all together, it's mortised in, and that butt cap is not going anywhere. It's all one solid piece of handle, and so it's not going to break off, it's not going to come off or anything like that. Everything is cinched down. And then I have to shape this guard. So what I do is I take something like this, an old socket or something, and I scribe out how, the kind of a approximate where I'm going to need to grind that off to make that a rounded butt cap. And then I'll go over here to the grinder, go over to the grinder and I'll start grinding that off. Okay, now you get a general idea. You can raise the camera up. You get a general idea of how I have to go about doing a butt cap. Hope this is informative to you and you've enjoyed this video today. Just go to edmartinknives.com if you want to look at some of my knives and see how it comes out. I'll be posting pictures of it later on Facebook and Instagram and on the website. Thank you much for watching. Bye-bye.